Yeah, we're recording.
Hi, everybody. Happy Friday. This is the Out and About weekly edition with the Welcome Home team. I am Corey Waters, and to my left or right, depending on which way your Zoom is facing, there's Maria Rini.
Hi, everybody. And with us today are Felicia Halpert and in spirit, Costa Rotis from Bergen IT. So thanks for being with us today, Felicia.
Yeah, thank you.
Happy to. Thanks for inviting me.
So tell everybody out there, what is Bergen IT? Yeah.
So, well, Bergen IT is a tech support and services company. We provide tech support and services for businesses, for professionals, and for homeowners. So that means all things related to computer security and support. So repairs, questions that people have, updates, all those kinds of things that people need, making sure that your data and your resources are protected. And then it's also sound systems and TV installations and smart home resources such as webcam security, Ring doorbells, kind of all the technology in one's life that can make you really happy or miserable depending upon how it's going. So we really focus on a range of things for people of really all ages. We have clients in their 30s, and our oldest client is, believe it or not, 98, I think.
God bless him. Wow.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Using that at 98.
Yes, he actually has his own story. I can tell that one, but he is still active and calling us about things that he wants to be doing.
That's terrific.
His latest HD television that he wanted to add. And then we work with businesses that are, entrepreneurs, one-person shops that might be people working from home, or they are working in multiple locations. And then we scale up to, I would say we won't really go higher than 50 workstations. And our, 25 is more comfortable. And but below that, we definitely can be handling on a regular basis.
So over the past year, things have changed all over the world in a lot of different ways. How have they changed for Bergen IT? What are some of the different things you've been doing in the past year?
Well, this past year has been really a challenge, I think, for so many businesses and families and individuals in all sorts of ways. And technology has been, I think, really a lifesaver in many ways for people. If you think about how, if this had been 20 years ago and there had been a virus like this that struck, what would have happened? Well, probably a lot more people would have been forced to go into their businesses, continue to work from their businesses because the business couldn't operate otherwise. And then a lot more people would have gotten sick, right?
Yeah,
a lot more people would have stayed. They would not have shut schools down. They would have made people go to school, and then a lot more people would have gotten sick.
Yeah, it's one of the biggest things that I've thought about is like schooling, like virtual schooling. Like if I, 20 years ago, me going to school, whatever it might have been, there's no way that it could have happened.
No way.
So, technology has been a huge thing, but obviously there's a lot of hurdles when you have that many different types of technologies that are trying to be utilized right as things start. Like everything just, okay, now we're on Zoom, or now we're doing Google Meet, or now we're doing whatever like that. It definitely needed some support, which is, seems to be what you're.
Right, exactly. And so we have always been, Bergen IT has been around since 2009. And my husband and partner, Costa Rotis, started it. We joined together about 7 years ago, but we have been always working in this space of the sort of combination of residential and storefront or office space. So we have really helped our business clients be able to transition to having people working from home. We have really focused on helping them stay secure, because what a lot of people don't realize is, if you go home and you work from home and you start working on your personal computer, well, you're responsible for all of the data from your business, right? And you're responsible for your clients' data. So if you don't protect it, right, and you get hacked, which can easily happen if you don't have security on your Wi-Fi, for example, or on your computer, or that you're working on a 10-year-old computer and it just crashes, right? Then you've lost everything, and that can be really disastrous. So, so we're really working with our business clients in a variety of ways to make sure that they stay productive, and then we're working with and are safe, and then with our residential clients, who are now really sometimes a combination of our business and residential clients.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we have really helped them to make sure that their kids can learn from home by setting them up properly, improving the Wi-Fi that they have in the house so that it's, again, secure and efficient, because a lot of people don't realize they'd like to blame Verizon or Optimum for everything, which we're not that we're fans of either of them, but it's usually, the problem is not usually with those companies. The problem is usually inside people's homes. And so we've worked on a lot of that. And, you know, I say that our focus is on tech support for the rest of us. And I really mean that wherever people are working or wanting to play or wanting to be happy, that's where we will help them.
Well, it's an interesting model too, because it's an interesting model too, because you run the gambit on different products and different offerings, whereas most people would have to reach out to tech support for this specific model or this specific model and solve this specific problem, whereas you can, you know, problem solve everything as a whole.
Yes.
Seems like a more efficient way of doing things. Right.
That's right. And we want people to be thinking that way. We want to be able, we'll function as like the chief technology officer in miniature for small companies, so that they are not just like flailing around trying to decide, well, I don't know what computer I should get, you know, should I be using the cloud? Like what is right for me, and what is it about? I'd really like to improve the music in this location. In fact, it's kind of funny, like the variety of kinds of clients we have, we put music into a warehouse, and the employee, this is now a couple of years ago, but the employees were so happy that when it went on, they just started applauding. So
now, but music, I know it's important to your family. You were telling me a story earlier. You've got lots of musical ability and interests right in your own home.
Right.
But music's just one of those components that you kind of get your arms around all the technology, right? So it's not just a computer that we think of when we think of Bergen IT.
Right. Yeah.
Technology, but it's entertainment too.
Exactly. And actually, I say that our mission, we try to really help people in 3 areas. We want them to be safe, we want them to be productive, and we want them to be happy. So, you know, the TV and music and audio really fall into that happiness and honestly productive category, because a lot of times people function much better when they have music on, for example. Or I'm not one of them, but some people really like having TVs on, you know, while they're doing work. So, you know, music has always been an important part of our family. Audio has always been a specialty of ours. We just, over the last few years, we've been talking about it more and focusing on it. And it's now what people can have these days is really remarkable. And the price point is so much lower. Like, you know, years ago, you would have to put it, I don't know, a $50,000 system in to have a home theater, you know, or really good music and speakers and all that stuff. And you can still definitely do that, you know, and we will help and make that possible for people. You know, we have audio files that we work with for sure, but it's also now really possible to have great music with something like Sonos for much less money, much less time. We don't sell product. That's not our business. So we make recommendations based on what people are interested in. Like, do they like opera? You know, do they like, I don't know, The Clash? Do they like football? Do they like movies? You know, all those kinds of things. And then, so we make the recommendation. We'll give them the links to order, or we can order it for them. And then we focus on the installation and the training, you know, making sure people know what to do. And, you know, they don't have to be stuck with 5 different remotes to try to figure it out. Because again, that's one of the things, like a lot of people would like to just throw the remote through the window if they could, right? So,
Yeah.
you know, so, but you can have a universal remote. You can be using your phone, you know, there are all sorts, you can use Alexa. You know, so there are all different ways to put these pieces together. And that's, so we, you know, again, are kind of in that mantra of the tech support for the rest of us, right? We're going to provide you with a good quality sound system that won't break your bank. Unless you want it to, like, then you can.
So Felicia, speaking of sound, you've got an event coming up. Tell us what that is and
Oh, yeah, thank you.
be a part of that if we want to be.
Yeah, you guys should show up. You should come. So we're going to be doing a free presentation on, I'm looking at my list here, Thursday, March 4th at noon. So it's called Be Happy at Home, Enjoying Your Movie, TV, and Listening Experience. And you're welcome to bring your own lunch. You know, that's the great part. I can invite you to this presentation and not have to pay for your lunch, which is awesome. But we'll talk about, you know, kinds of products that you might be interested in that can really work in people's homes, the kinds of things to look for, you know, in terms of size of TV, for example, or type of TV, or, you know, have you thought about how you might want to, whether you should mount it or not? You know, are you thinking about outdoor TV and music and for the spring and summer? You know, a range of stuff. So, and it's a really good opportunity to come and ask us some questions. So it's free, you just have to register.
Great.
Super. So if you get us the link, anybody who wants to, this is going to be on Facebook Live very shortly. And if you want to message us or get in touch with us, you know, shoot us an email, whatever, we will get you connected to that link and you can.
Great, that would be great.
Oh,
I'll also put the link in the comments for everybody so they'll have it.
Great. Super.
Okay.
Thanks, Corey.
That'd be awesome.
Felicia, anything else you want to leave our audience with today?
No, I just want to thank you, and I want to thank you guys thank Maria and Corey both for giving me the opportunity to do this and talk to you guys. And if you have questions about your computers or about your TVs or about your stereo system that's 20 years old, you know, or you have a small business that you really want to grow with your technology, we can really help you out. So that's
Super.
All right.
Right. Thanks so much, Felicia. Felicia,
Thank you, Felicia.
Thanks so much.
Corey. Good
You're
being
welcome.
with you.
All right, guys.
I appreciate it. Bye-bye.
Bye.